Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are going to be talking all about morning rituals that can help ease anxiety and just set you up for a better day. These are things that have helped me tremendously throughout my journey. I'm someone who struggled with anxiety forever, for a very long time. Yeah, it wasn't until a couple years ago that I decided to seriously make some lifestyle changes as well to try to ease my anxiety and just help me on a day-to-day basis, because there were things that I found were contributing to my anxiety more than other things. So it really was making a conscious effort and seriously deciding to make these changes and better my mental health in the long run. So one of the biggest changes that I made in my daily routine was cutting out caffeine. Trust me, if I can do it, anyone can do it, because I was one of those people who used to drink probably, on average, probably about 3 cups of coffee every single day. So that was a tough one to do, but I managed to do it, and I actually quit caffeine completely. Like, I don't even think I had a drop of caffeine for 2 years straight. Only within the last year or so maybe I've sort of reintroduced it, but it is not an everyday thing for me. It is more of once in a while I'll treat myself to it, like a once in a month if I'm getting a nice Starbucks or something like that. On the daily, as part of my morning routine, where I used to have my cup of coffee, I no longer have a cup of coffee, and I have swapped that in for decaf drinks. I found when I was drinking caffeine in the morning, my heart would just be pumping, it would spike my anxiety, and it was just not a good thing. That's not a great way to start your day if you're someone who struggles with anxiety, because right then and there, right off the bat in the morning, you're already having your levels are spiking a little bit. And I just found I like to ease into my day. I like to have a nice peaceful morning, and that was just not helping whatsoever. My second thing is cutting the sugar as well, because just like with caffeine, I found things with higher sugar content would also spike my anxiety in the morning. It would get my blood pumping. It would just get me all up in a tizzy right away. Once again, who wants to start their day feeling like really anxious and just all over the place? So for me, that was cutting out sugar in the morning as well. So I would definitely recommend checking out the labels on what you're eating in the morning for breakfast. Check the sugar content, because a lot of things like cereals and stuff like that also have high sugar content. So just being conscious of that. I even found, because I used to eat a ton of fruit in the morning, I love fruit, but I found even that would get my heart pumping a little bit, because yes, it is totally healthy sugars and all of that jazz, but it was still getting me going a little bit. So I swapped my fruits in the morning for vegetables, and that has also made the world of a difference. Now, I'm not saying don't eat fruit, because I definitely eat fruit still, and I eat it later on in the day because I find it doesn't affect me as much later in the day. But first thing in the morning, I don't know why, it would affect me a lot. So that's something I made a conscious effort to just shift from my morning into, my lunch or my afternoon snack kind of thing, rather than having my heart pumping and all the sugar right away in the morning. The next thing would be writing, and I preach about journaling all the time, so I'm not going to go into journaling here, but I'm a huge fan of journaling. I always write a page every single day, but I also like to write out a to-do list every single morning. So if you're someone who has that anxiety or that cluttered brain, getting your pen to paper or opening a notes tab on your computer and just writing out your task list for the whole day can be extremely beneficial, just getting things out of your brain and down on paper. So I do this every single morning. I open up my to-do list on my computer and I write out what I have to accomplish for that day. I actually have like a Monday to Friday thing going on my computer. So I'll write out, say for example, if the day was Monday, I'd write out, okay, I have to do this, all of this for Monday. And then if I have certain tasks that I'm like, oh, right, I have to remember to do that on Thursday, I'll just pop something in on Thursday. So I have that week view going at all times where I can just jot things down as they come to me, and that way I don't forget things. That way it's not cluttering up my brain if I'm not writing it down. And I just find that to be extremely beneficial as well, and just gives me a little bit more peace of mind starting my day out. And last but not least, another tip I would recommend is having a little stretch or a little moment to breathe in the morning as well. And this can literally be less than 5 minutes. I'm not telling you to, wake up an hour extra early and do all of these things, because I know that's really tough for a lot of people to do. So even if you just find time, this is something I do while I'm cooking breakfast. Honestly, I'll have a breath because it's multitasking. Like, I'm already doing it. I already would have been standing there anyways, you know, cooking my eggs or doing whatever I'm doing. So I'll just take that moment to just close my eyes and maybe just take 3 deep breaths and just reconnect a little bit, because I don't know about you, but I found, like with my anxiety, I found it really, really difficult to take deep breaths. And sometimes I'd go through a whole day realizing that I never took a deep breath and that I'd always have just like these crazy, shallow, more rapid breaths. Just taking that time, you know, even while your eggs are cooking, while you're getting things ready in the morning, just take a moment just to like stand and breathe and really focus on those deep breaths. Even take a moment just to stretch, like what feels tight. Multitask there too, just do a little forward fold. I don't know, anything just to like get things moving a little bit can really help a lot as well, and just help you to reconnect with your body in those moments. And it doesn't have to take an hour of your time, like literally 5 minutes, or while you're doing something else, and it can make the world of a difference as well. So those little habits are something I do every single day now, and they have definitely made such a difference in how I feel in the mornings. I just feel like the mornings set the tone for the rest of the day. So why would you want to start your morning off where you're just getting everything going and it's just, it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't set a good tone for the rest of the day, and then you're gonna be anxious and all out of whack for the rest of the day. So even just these small little things every single morning can really help you to relax a little bit, reconnect, and make sure, you know, you're setting the stage for the rest of the day to have that nice, happier, healthier day.